A historic moment in what would be a new South Africa. Bursting with hope, citizens queued to create their future.
I think this is certainly a very historic occasion and a very historic moment in the whole of Africa, not just in Southern Africa.
It's history in the making in itself, and this is what people have fought for years, and they finally achieved what they've been fighting for.
It's a great feeling, and I'm very happy, and I hope the party that I'm going to put in there will win.
This was the beginning of a new South Africa. Nearly 20 million people cast their ballots in 1994, marking 86% of the voting population. All of this in the hope of a better life. However, in the last national election, only 17.4 million of the 35.8 million potential voters headed to the polls. Faced with rampant crime, corruption and a worsening energy crisis, the current electorate believes the promise of a better life for all has been dashed.
I never registered to vote yet. The reason why I don't go to register or vote, because it's not important for me and I don't benefit anything from that.
A high rate of unemployment and load shedding and all the corruption that is happening around the country, I just don't feel the need to register to vote.
These people, they're not doing any change. They're not bringing any change to our lives actually. They're just looking for themselves and also their families, stuff like that. So I don't see any reason for me to vote.
The problems that we are going through in the country right now, firstly, load shedding. Secondly, the unemployment rate of the youth. So for me personally, I didn't see a need to register to vote.
Amid the promise of a better future, people have reacted differently since the dawn of democracy.
The problems do come about, whoever creates them. The key and important thing is whether they are being corrected, the problems are being resolved. I think that is what we should focus on. I know other people like to focus on the darker side of the moon. I want to focus on the brighter side of the moon. And that is the message that I'm getting from our people. They want the problems that we are going through now to be solved. And that they are saying with great enthusiasm, and they're looking forward. And I would say, let's all look forward. We know what the problems are, crime, unemployment, and they can see the efforts that we are making.
Despite concerns of voter apathy, the IEC is pleased that the youth is showing interest in voting after last weekend's voter registration campaign.
Young persons in the age category 16 to 29 account for 445,000 or 78.31% of the new registrations. In other words, a substantial majority of the new voters who came for the first time onto the voters' roll are young persons between ages 16 to 29.
The second registration period is expected to be announced once the election date has been declared, and there's hope that even more young people will turn up to register. Zoleka, Qodashe, SABC News, Johannesburg.